Thank you.
And then share. Okay, cool. So I'd switch my workspace over to animation so that it's easy to see this graph editor in addition to my timeline. If you have two monitors, then you can just have your graph editor open, but this is for screen sharing. So this button in your graph editor lets you control what direction you move your curves when you're moving stuff. So if it's set to all four, then you can move it in time and value. You don't want that. We just want to move the value. So we want to make sure that this is just up and down. So with that set to up and down, let's see if this works. So to select your entire curve, to do this little click and drag selection over top of the colored part of the curve, and that should grab the whole thing. Once you have that, if you middle mouse click and go up or down, see how it's updating the position of the foot. It might be a slow update, but like as I'm pushing it forward. See, now the position of the foot is where the pedal is. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
So basically,
I think it also needs to move to the left a little bit.
Okay.
Because
cool.
from the last time that I moved it, it was just a little off.
Okay, so we've moved it forward so that all the keyframes are now kind of from that point. So let's also shift it. I believe that would be the X, as left and right. So we should be able to zoom in, do the same thing, grab the curve, zoom out a little bit so that you can click middle mouse button and go up. So now all the keyframes have been shifted over. So it kind of is on the pedal. And you could, if you wanted to not have the foot like totally mushing the pedal the whole time, you could also maybe shift it up just a little bit. So pick the foot up. So it's almost like it's in the air a little bit the whole time, right? That's a different way of editing versus kind of deleting a bunch of stuff and then re-keyframing. This is just kind of working with the keyframes, but editing all of them all at the same time by moving the entire curve using the graph editor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because the other method wasn't working out for me at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that is probably because my guess is, okay, no, it is set to do that. So the reason that if you were to, all right, so I'm here, I've got my control selected, and say I hadn't, go ahead and undo this just for a second. So say I hadn't shifted this forward, right? And I was just trying to move my control. So I move it into place, like that, and then I even hit S to save that as a keyframe. The moment that I go forward, see all these other ticks? Every single one of these other keyframes is saving the position as being back here. So you would have to get rid of all of those in order for this keyframe to be able to do anything. Otherwise, what you'll see is there's a single keyframe here that's different than the other ones. So it's back here, it's back here, and then oh, it's forward one frame, but then it's back here, it's back here, it's back here. So if you did want all of your frames to be forward, that's why when we do our other workflow of basically shifting all the keyframes, that's why it works, because you're pushing them all forward.
Okay. That makes more sense to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you were to go about doing a different method where you were just, actually no, I'll leave it there so that it's not confusing. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, well, that was it. Yes, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
I'll save this just in case you want it as a reference. Under edits. It's in the scenes folder I think it's I've unzipped it, so it's in your Google Drive if you want it as a reference.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.